guys, it's Allison, and I'm here with the Young Entrepreneur video series. Today, we're here at Homebase Skate Shop to interview Andrew Poe.
How you guys doing? I'm Andrew Poe. I'm 27 years old. I've owned my business for 6 years. So come on in, welcome to Homebase Skate Shop.
So Andrew, what made you want to start your business?
I saw a need in the community for a store that really catered to the young skateboarders in the area. There was no stores that really focused on helping the skaters find places to go, getting them like a place to legally skate, you know, helping them with sponsorships or, you know, furthering their skating beyond just, you know, buying skateboards. Other stores in the area just sold skateboards to skateboarders, but I wanted to be more active in the skateboard community.
So how did you get your start? Did you go to college and then decide to open a business, or?
I started going to college right out of high school. I went to the community college right here in town. As I was going to college, I was also filming local skateboard videos with my friends, which is something that grew from like a small project to more and more skateboarders from all over the Lehigh Valley were getting involved, to the point where we're traveling around from, you know, Allentown, Easton, Bethlehem, you know, skating, finding new skateboarders to film with, then traveling to New York and Philadelphia and further away. So the project became bigger and bigger. So by the time the video was done, we ended up having a premiere that brought in about 300, 400 kids to the video premiere. And I think all those kids sort of felt the same way about the lack of like a real skate shop in the area. So from that point, while I was going to college, I just started thinking like, well, if we build a skate, or if I start a skate shop, we'll probably have a decent following. So from that point on, after our first video premiere, I kind of focused less and less on school and more on figuring how to open up a skate shop. And a couple months after we started getting like we started thinking about building, we opened up.
Cool.
So I quit school.
Okay. Now, what piece of advice would you give to other people who want to open their own business? What do you think like the main things are that you need to do before you start your business?
I'd probably say don't quit school. If you want to start a business, the best thing to do is, you know, go to business school, take business classes. That way you better prepare yourself for the things you're going to have to deal with, like management issues, accounting issues, you know, or just any sort of like financial or PR or, you know, public relations issues.
Okay, now what do you feel are their top skills for becoming or being a young entrepreneur?
Be dedicated to what you do. Having a lot of passion for what you're starting your business in is very important, because there will be days when you don't want to have a business and you want to just have a job where somebody tells you what to do, and you know, you can go home at night and not worry about what you have to do the next day, because it's not your personal business. When you have your own business, when you're an entrepreneur, every day, every hour, you're thinking about what can I do to make this better, because it's something that's personal to you. So if you have something that kind of don't really care about and you're just doing it, well, I think this will make money. I mean, unless your project or your business really makes a lot of money and it's that rewarding, you have to have a lot of dedication and passion for what you're about to jump into if you want to be a successful entrepreneur.
Okay. So far, Andrew, what's been your most satisfying achievement in your business?
I think what's been most satisfying about having this skate shop is seeing the skateboard community grow. From when I went to high school here, I probably had, you know, 5 kids in my school that skateboarded, and now I get kids that come in here and, you know, they talk about like all their friends at school skateboard. There's been a very large growth of skateboarding, you know, interest in the Lehigh Valley from before this shop started. And I don't claim that it's all because of the shop, but you know, there's things like the X Games or what you see on TV that's boosted popularity in skateboarding. But having this store, it gives kids a chance to come in and get a feel for what a real skate shop is, like a shop that's owned and operated by skateboarders, where you come in and there's skateboard videos playing on, you know, on a wall or on the TV, and that you also have the people that work here are skateboarders. So when they come and ask, how do you ollie, or how do you do this trick or that trick, you'll have people that can actually help them and show them and tell them like, well, you need to do this. When parents come in and ask, you know, what kind of board should I buy? You have people that actually have experience in skateboarding that they can actually give you genuine information. We had, you know, one of our guys is now sponsored by Nike.
Wow.
He's sponsored by a company in New York called Fibro Skateboards. They just sent him to Florida to enter one of the biggest like amateur skateboarding contests in the country called the Tampa Am at the skate park in Tampa. And he did really good. I mean, he's competing against skateboarders from all over the world.
Wow.
And just to see, and I know that part of it is something that we've really helped cultivate with our videos, with our team, and just being a shop that really focuses on cultivating skateboarding. We've seen kids just like the ability level in this area go from, you know, kids only being able to do, you know, tricks of this like caliber to now there's, you know, kids who are getting sponsorships, and that's something that you normally only see in California or in cities. So we're starting to see that kind of growth here, and I think that's really cool to see that something I love doing has really taken off in this area.
Wow. Now, how did you kind of start this? How did you get your funding? Did you kind of go with your friends, or how did this come to fruition?
Well, the business is a partnership, so I have a silent partner that really helped me start off with capital. He put in some of his own money because he believed in the project, and then another part of it was a small business loan we secured from one of the local financial institutions.
Okay, great. Now, what's your greatest career fear? Now, I know you have this business and you know you're getting out in the community, but what's your biggest fear?
My biggest career fear would probably be, at this point in time, with everything that's going on with the economy, is if the recession deepens and gets worse and worse. I mean, we are a luxury business. What we sell here are luxury goods. Skateboarding is something that people do for fun. It's not an essential need. Well, for some people it is, I guess. I think that, you know, we've just moved up into a bigger location. Our overhead is a little bit higher. So as things, you know, if things do get worse with the economy and people start spending less and less money on things that aren't, you know, food or housing or, you know, essential clothing, then we can really take a hit. But, you know, we have our own, like, we have our plans to try to make ourselves, you know, a little bit more versatile in these kinds of times.
So what's your favorite aspect of being a young entrepreneur?
Getting up before noon and coming into work is good. I think that not having a boss is always a nice thing about being an entrepreneur. Being able to be independent, make your own decisions, that's, you know, that's definitely a plus. But just knowing, like, when I worked for other people or when I worked, you know, other jobs, you can work very hard and, you know, it might get you a raise, but it doesn't, in the end, it doesn't directly benefit you.
Right.
You can put all your effort into, you know, a project and it's going to benefit the company. But as a small business owner, I mean, that company is me as well. So the harder I work on my business, the more I'll benefit from it, and you see like the benefits of that, you know, directly. And I think, you know, that's something that gives you motivation to work harder and harder to see, you know, you get that success.
Right.